You're super frustrated, and you should be. There's no way you can afford to buy a house right now because interest rates are so high, prices are so high because of inflation, and it seems like there's no hope in sight. So you're just waiting for something to change. I would say it's reasonable in the next 5 years that we're going to see interest rates come back down, maybe into the fives. That would be awesome. Or some crazy thing will happen with the economy and prices are going to just fall down to like record low prices, and then everybody can afford to buy even with high interest rates. In 2018, I was telling even my own kids, don't buy. The market's going to crash. It's going to crash, and then you guys will be able to buy way more house. Don't worry, everything's going to be so much better. Yeah, that didn't go well. You know, we had COVID and prices doubled. Rates came down. That was great, but prices soared. In fact, my buyers were struggling to find the additional money that they would need to compete with stronger buyers, cash buyers, who were coming in, swooping in. Investors were coming in to buy everything, and the qualified buyers that just were waiting for better rates, they missed out. So those buyers that waited from 2000, let's say 19, past COVID, 21, 22, 23, they all ended up with super high prices, and then rates started going back up. Quit waiting for the perfect market. It's delusional. There is no such thing as the perfect time to buy. It's just, when are you going to decide now's when we're going to buy? And I want to bring some answers, some possible solutions, because I don't want to be insensitive. I understand what you're going through, but here are some ideas for you. If you've been watching me for a while, you've probably heard me talk about builder incentives. Like if you're going to buy a new home, I recently just made a video all about this. The builders are incentivizing, giving you the money for closing costs and to buy down your rates, and that is a great solution, a great option that you should consider. There's all kinds of lender programs that you can tap into where they help you buy a home. Check with your lender, call me, I'll connect you with great lenders that have all these programs that you've never heard of. I know this sounds crazy, but what if you just bought a smaller house? You don't have to buy your dream house with your first purchase or even your third purchase. You could just take a smaller step in the right direction. You're not going to like this next one, but it's real. You could just not buy in the most expensive town in the area. Now, for those of you in Central Oregon, consider outside of Bend. Redmond is awesome. Prineville is better than you think. Lapine, the value there is incredible. It's a 20-minute drive into Bend. Sisters is expensive. Bend is that's the most expensive real estate in Central Oregon. Will you consider other areas? Or you could buy a duplex or a triplex. You could use the rental income that they already have to help qualify for a larger purchase. Yeah, you're going to be living in one of those units, but that would be a smart step into investment properties. And there's some tax incentives along with that one that could be phenomenal, that could change your life. So there you go. There are a few options there for you to consider if you haven't already. It has a lot to do with you just lowering the pressure that you've placed on yourself to make that huge purchase. Step it down a little bit. Open your mind to some options, some of these other loan opportunities that you may not know about, and I think you might find some solutions. You could have a road forward that you weren't aware of. So I hope that helps. Call Paul Frazier, Mr. Bend, Oregon, here in Bend, Oregon, 30 years. I'm looking forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day.